Hi, I'm Lee Isaacs, and I'm going to go over a track from my album, After the Apocalypse. Shout out, before we start, to Dennis Yu. Thank you for the socks, and all the work you do. All right, the first track off of this album is called Runaway, Romeo. And in songwriting, there's a lot of times where, really for me, the process is never the same thing twice. Sometimes you sit down and you find exactly what you're looking for based on the original idea that you had. Other times it takes quite a long time to figure out what the next piece is, where exactly the song's going, how you know when to end it or if it needs more. So with this track specifically, it was one of the great moments where I was able to sit down and find exactly what I was looking for. I had the sound in my head and everything kind of figured out, and went to the guitar, and I don't even know, I mean, it's only got 4 chords throughout the entire song, and it's almost 6 minutes long. And I don't even know what half of those chords are, like note-wise. But when I was playing them, it just felt right, and it was the exact sound that I wanted to come out of it, so that's what I went with. In terms of the lyrics, I think the song, it's pretty poetic, in my opinion. It has a beginning and an end, but you know, this middle section of like 3 different verses that, you know, it's really ambiguous. You don't know if it's necessarily telling you about 3 different stories or if it's the same story told 3 different ways, you know, which is really fascinating. I've had quite a few people that have asked me, like, what is it about? And, you know, it's like, well, what do you think? Because everybody hears something different. I think that it's just vague enough to where you're able to come up with whatever you want it to be, really. And you know, people say, is there more, you know, meaning behind some of the details? And really, it's just, I think I like the fact that it's so anonymous. Well, pretty much all my music's anonymous. You don't know if it's necessarily talking about me or somebody else I was observing, but I think with this song, it really is something else entirely. Musically, I would say that it was inspired or influenced a lot by likes of Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan, Sam Fender. You know, it's got like an 80s feel to it with the saxophone and you know, the tone that we got out of the guitars. But then also it's got the lyrical kind of flow of that, like I feel like Bob Dylan uses on like Blood on the Tracks, that album specifically. So yeah, I think it's a wonderful song, and I remember they saw the length of it and they were like, well, why has it got to be that long? And the thing about it is you don't look at the length, you look at the story within the song and how good it sounds. So it's great, especially, you know, if you're driving at night down the highway, that's for sure. Thank you for watching. My second album, After the Apocalypse, is available everywhere.